Today we go over Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to the character of Rey in the final film of the sequel trilogy. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, J.J. Abrams is approaching Episode 9 as a mega movie, right? He has to get this right in order to satisfy a lot of fans around the world. After all, Disney and Lucasfilm are treating this film as the end of the end in order to sell it off as a mega event. Now, looking at Episode 9, one of the biggest questions going into this movie for the character of Rey is exactly, will she receive a brand new lightsaber or repair the Skywalker lightsaber? And will it mirror that of the original trilogy, where essentially Rey, or should I say Luke, has a brand new lightsaber in Return of the Jedi, a nice new green one, where in the sequel trilogy maybe she gets a brand new one. Now, these past couple of weeks we've been going over all the different concept art descriptions, these set locations and filming locations and schedules, etc. Now, one of the storyboard descriptions has all to do with different concepts of Rey's new lightsaber, and also what seems to be a repaired version of the Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. One of the descriptions goes over of what appears to be Rey holding the Skywalker lightsaber in one piece. However, in the middle of the hilt is a ring-like structure, which could be holding it all together. The other is what appears to be a double-bladed lightsaber. However, one blade on one side is shorter than the other and not even. They are described as having two different colors, as blue and red. One side that's blue is unstable, while the red is stable. Now, what's interesting to me is that this actually goes all the way back to older concepts from The Force Awakens. I don't know if you guys saw those concepts, but one of the concepts had a figure holding a double-bladed lightsaber that was both blue and red. Now, why would it be blue and red? Well, before we get to that one, I want to focus on the Skywalker lightsaber that has a ring-esque structure surrounding the middle portion of the hilt. Now, that could very well indicate that Rey repairs it out of respect, perhaps, and maybe puts it elsewhere and stores it within the Falcon and focuses on making her very own lightsaber. Now, the thing here about the double-bladed one, this is a type of design that I have honestly never heard of, where one side is longer than the other. Essentially, it's not even. One side's going to be shorter, the other side is going to be longer. I don't know if that ever appeared in the EU or Legends material or the current canon, but that is a type of lightsaber that I have never ever heard of. Now, exactly why would it be consisting of both blue and red colors? It could be that maybe Rey uses her staff as, I guess you could say, some scraps for the hilt, and uses all of the mechanical pieces that she finds on whatever planet that she goes to in order to find pieces in order to make a lightsaber. It could also be, and since we do know that Mark Hamill has actually shot scenes for Star Wars Episode 9 in Ireland not too long ago, that we could very well be heading back to, of course, the planet of Octu. Huge possibility. We went over this a couple of weeks ago. Maybe Rey goes there and grabs that red Kyber Crystal necklace that actually belonged to Luke, and prior to Luke, it belonged to one of the Jedi Crusaders from the old Republic era. So we do know that that lightsaber crystal, alright, is all in one piece. And also, at the very end of the movie, we do see yet another Kyber Crystal, the one inside of the Skywalker lightsaber hilt. However, that one appears to be cracked, or at least shedded. One part of it is scraped off, as you can see on the other side there. And what I find so funny in The Last Jedi is how they focus on two Kyber Crystals. In the very beginning of the film, they focus deeply on that red Kyber Crystal in Luke's hut, and then at the very end of the movie, they focus in on the damaged blue Kyber Crystal that is actually a part of the Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. So it could very well explain as to why the blue portion of the blade would be unstable while the red portion of the blade is going to be stable. Now, the one that's going to be shorter apparently is the blue one. Now, that could also indicate because it was actually cut not cracked, essentially. Part of the crystal is cut. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Rey in Episode 9 when it comes to exactly how many lightsabers she could have. These could just be concepts of what's going to be her only lightsaber in the movie. Or this could also indicate that there are going to be multiple time jumps in Episode 9, which JJ, I wouldn't be too surprised if he did something like that, where in the very beginning of the movie, it takes place, let's say, 5 years after The Last Jedi, and we have heard that before. And then let's say maybe mid-movie we jump ahead another 2 years, where we do see Rey with yet another lightsaber now. That could honestly work very well in a Star Wars movie, if you guys had to ask me. I think it really could. Jumping ahead a couple of years mid-movie, I think would be a very unique thing to do in a Star Wars film. It's something that we have not seen as of yet in a Star Wars movie. Again, they did different things so far in the sequel trilogy for the very first time. You know, 2 Star Wars movies not having a time jump in between. That, of course, being The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. They all take place within just a day from each other. And looking at Episode 9 here, they could really do something unique where maybe Rey has already repaired the Skywalker lightsaber out of respect. Like I said, maybe she's not going to use it, but maybe she repairs it out of respect. And then we jump ahead another 2 years, where she now has a double-bladed lightsaber. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.